it's Tiff back, and this is my very first Thursday creative flow. So if you didn't see our previous video, Erin over at Happily We Go and myself are doing a collaboration where we take pieces of the Flowish journals that we send each other, and we have to use a minimum of 3 pieces in a project. You'll see this video on the first Thursday and the third Thursday of every month. So what I'm doing is I'm just simply going through and choosing, looking, deciding on a few different pieces that I want to incorporate in my first project with you guys. So this is what I'm going to call a twofer. So what is a twofer? It's kind of like a 2-for-1. So I'm taking this and I'm going to make a bookmark. If you haven't seen the bookmarks that I posted on Instagram and on my Facebook page, I had some requests to do a video. So I thought, with my life being as hectic as it is, why not we combine the bookmark with the creative flow and kind of do a 2-for-1. So this bag that I have here is like a lot of cardboard pieces that my mother, she is also an artist, and she has been making lots of aprons that we've been selling at craft shows and online. And so she sent me the seam binding or bias tape, maybe it's bias tape, the cardboard in that. So I'm recycling it. I'm taking some of the brown paper bag or brown paper that was in there, and also some of the I love the neutral washi tapes, excuse me, the Erin scent. So I'm just kind of playing around, gluing those down with the Oohoo glue stick, which, as you saw, I lost the top of it, so I'm using that aluminum foil. I'm so classy, people. I'm so classy. I'm using what I have, and so I didn't want my glue stick to dry out, and I couldn't find it. It's under something, I'm sure, in this messy studio. But anyway, so I'm just taking bits and pieces of the flow that she sent me, and I'm collaging it down to cover that piece of cardboard that you saw. So this is a bit of recycle, a bit of collage with the flow, and oh my gosh, my dogs just decided to start playing with the squeaky toy as I am recording this. Please forgive me. So classy, just so classy. So now you're just going to simply trim around the collage pieces that you just placed down, so it's nice, and I'm excited about the way that looks, apparently, because I'm doing a little dance, also known as a jig or jive, and I'm putting that down. I make myself laugh. So here I'm going to use some gesso, because, I mean, why not? One of the great things with gesso, when you do collage elements like this, the gesso just kind of brings it all together. And using a palette knife, because I want this to appear kind of as like peeled paint, and you'll see why in the next little part here. So I love the idea of bookmarks taking us outside of our current situation. So as a child, I found books such as the Boxcar Children, and that's when I really found my love for reading. So as I was coming up with this idea to make bookmarks, I thought windows and doors would be perfect. So I went on to Google, found a few images, printed those off, and literally made my own collage elements. And so I just printed them off and tearing them apart to see which do I want to use in this particular. I did them in like several different sizes, so I would have a good option depending on what I'm working on. So I also did this on a piece of mail art. So you can just go to Google, type in vintage windows or vintage doors, and kind of see what's out there. And I printed those off. So now I'm just going to slap it down Oh my Lord.